I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Jaguars come away with a 7-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Webster is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 2 years, $2.1 million. Murphy will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 4 years, $4.1 million. This guy will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Bears.
The Seahawks lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the NFC West. Number 11 stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Buccaneers, Cardinals. Number 22 got the ball here, and it was a defensive meltdown. He's got lots of space ahead. The Buccaneers go on to win this by the final score of 48-45. Number 19 pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Vikings beat the Redskins. In the home of country music, Tennessee, we had the Titans drop this one by 17. Down in Reliant Stadium, we had the Texans squeak to a 1-point victory. Colts, Broncos. 1 point.
Gordon is such a tough runner. Now split the backfield at the 35-yard line, and look at him stiff-arm that defender, and it opens up the hole for a touchdown.
The Broncos win this one by the final score of 20-13. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Bears pick up win number 7. The Chiefs erupted for 400-plus offensive yards in their victory at Qualcomm Stadium. The Ravens lost at home in their final game of the year. The 49ers won this contest, but will stay at the first place in the NFC West. Smith stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. This guy is probably the one that most leaps out at you. He's suffering from a pulled calf muscle, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. This guy sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for the rest of the regular season. On to the serious news of the week. This guy is done for the year as he's been placed on injured reserve. And as the quarterback of the defense, his loss will certainly be felt. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Number 4 took to the air for over 300 yards and helped his Cowboys beat the Giants. In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles walk away with a commanding 19-point win. And in our final game, we had the Saints come away victorious.
All right, Boomer, thanks. All right, folks, our playoff picture has now been officially finalized. So let's take a look at it now, shall we? We'll begin with a look at the AFC. And now, checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So there you have it, the regular season now in the books. Time to see which of these 12 teams will emerge as Super Bowl champs. We'll get it started for you on ESPN next weekend. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
And then there were 12, the playoffs, right around the corner, which means it's time for our regular season awards. But first, my primetime players. The final round of game balls go to these Warriors, each with a standout performance in the final game of the regular season. All right, as promised, here's a look at this year's best of the best, our season-ending NFL award. Patrick, without a doubt, is going to take home the hardware in this one. You see the numbers on your screen, but numbers really don't tell the whole story. Leadership, work ethic, love of the game, that's what truly makes him stand out. He had, without question, the best year of anyone. Drew Brees has got to be our choice for Offensive Player of the Year, and you've got to be hard-pressed to find better numbers than that. Obviously, give a lot of credit to the rest of the offense, but this is the guy that was driving the car, so to speak. Wagner gets the nod as our Defensive Player of the Year. think when you look at this award, you think of guys that can really excel against either the run or the pass. But this guy can do both. What a year he had. Number 10 comes away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. You know, it's very difficult to come straight from college. He handed the keys to an NFL offense, but he stepped in and did a bang-up job. Watch out. He's only going to get better with age. Murray was our Defensive Rookie of the Year. Hard to think of any young linebacker with better instincts for the football than he has. He wins it in a landslide. Number 40 ran away with the rushing title this year. Talk about a threat out of the backfield, my friends. Finesse, speed, a surprising amount of power, which he used to bowl over the few who actually managed to lay a finger on him. What a year. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.